You can argue in front of your kids, and when they meet somebody that's could be a potential suitor, instead of working through things, now it's like I want to run away, or somebody's always better, or somebody can treat me differently. But the whole problem can be you.
As fathers with daughters, right? Eventually your daughters are going to grow up and go out in the world and find husbands. How are you going to prepare your daughters to become wives to husbands?
First of all, she can't date nobody that can't beat me in Madden. And second of all, if they don't know 5 old school songs word from word like she does, she can't date them. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, bro. You looking at me like, bro, this dude here, she ain't gonna never get no play.
For me, man, it's I would just teach her the difference between a boy and a man, and I'll teach her the difference between a man you should look for and a man you should stay away from. What I find that, especially at a younger age, the options that you kind of have for men, you got guys with potential, and you got guys who are already there, already at the peak of their career. Then you got the late bloomers. I would say somewhere between potential and late bloomers is where you want to be as far as potential mates, because those are the type of guys who have no egos, but they just struggle on a environmental level. So they can be good dudes, but these type of dudes that probably not have a lot of money. These are the type of dudes who dream big, but they just don't have enough. I think a lot of times it seems like for me that it's always an outward thing. If I have a lot of money, how it looks like if I drive this car, then I must be this type of guy. When those type of guys, typically aren't the ones you want, or the guys you want might not treat you the way you want. You know what I'm saying? Because the type of woman they want might be different than who you are. So a guy who's definitely trying and has big dreams and has goals is somebody you definitely would like to just stay close to. Thanks. Because it's unrealistic to think somebody outside of high school is already doing his thing. I would say around 25 to 35, that's when they probably start to make a career change, shifting how they are, their financial responsibilities, stuff like that. And for some people, they don't understand the concept of time involved in growing into that person. But if you can see that he's trying and has potential, I would say that's somebody you would want to have a good relationship with.
Definitely. For sure. For me, man, I would just keep treating my wife the way I'm treating her. That's all I really have to do. So they see, oh, dang, daddy's kissing mama. She asked me yesterday, literally, why y'all always kissing? My wife be like, because that's my husband, But
that's how it should be.
Yeah, I want them to see that, I want them to see us loving on each other, because I saw that growing up. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I seen my mom and my dad do that, and that's why I'm able to do that to my wife. I seen my dad sing to my mom, Tyrese, in the car, and that's why I do that with my wife right now. I sing Jodeci to my wife, Chris Brown. It's this, once you see that stuff, you like, okay, that's exactly what I want. She sees my wife cooking. She sees my wife cleaning at times. She sees my wife going to work and bringing her back gifts, surprises, randomly. She sees me, literally just how I am if I open a door for my wife and I've been slacking on that, I'm not gonna lie, babe, I'm sorry, I apologize, I'm gonna do better. But when she does see me do stuff like that, pull her chair, she's gonna be like, dang. So she see this guy, she's like, my daddy don't do that. And I don't want to scare neither one of them as far as dating, because I want them to be able to come and talk to me about any and everything. The last thing I want them to do is be afraid of me and not feel like they could talk, oh, I'm afraid, and then that way they got to be sneaky. Like, tell me what's up. Nah, peep game. Nah, I don't need them. Come back and tell me how it went. Daddy, I ain't need them. Cool. You made the right decision. That's how you feel. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me. Come back to me if you need anything else. I'm here for you. So that's really about it, man. Just actions of what I have right now. So.
Well, let me ask you a follow-up to that. Sometimes when you're a kid, you see your parents act one way, but behind closed doors, there's disputes that happen, right? So I guess an extension of the question is, what do you tell them beyond what they see, right? So they see you loving on your wife, kissing up on her, right? But they don't necessarily see some of the struggles that happen behind that. So now when they're older, when things start to struggle, they're like, oh, my parents never struggled, right?
Yeah.
So how do you prepare them for what's not seen?
Man, I mean, my parents, they never really just told me to this day everything that they went through. They may have told me like certain things, and I was like, dang, I never thought that, you know, but it was at an age to where I was understandable. They told me when I was in my 20s, bro. Like, not even a teenager, not when I was in high school or college. That, you know, one thing I'm thankful for my parents for is that they didn't tell me it ahead of time, so it wouldn't psych me out and scare me. I literally just talked to my grandma last week. I was like, Mama, I don't think, literally growing up, I never knew any problems going on within our family. Every time I went to the family reunions, I was so happy to see everybody, and everybody seemed like they were so happy to see me. I would never think that anybody was going through anything. Yeah. Everybody was just so happy. But as I got older, you start seeing little different things. And it will make me unhappy. It made me more sad than anything, because I'm like, dang, everybody used to be happy. But then my mom like, dang, was everybody happy, or I just didn't know? You know, so that's just kind of how I feel off of that.
That's tough. I think for kids, you know, after, you know, growing up being where I'm now, I feel like love is definitely something that should be shown more than the other side, you know, because it's so quick to just react in front of somebody. But I think it's important to have that image so they at least learn to love and not differently.
Right.
You can argue in front of your kids, and, you know, when they meet somebody that's could be a potential suitor, instead of, you know, working through things, now it's like, I want to run away, or somebody's always better, or somebody, you know, can treat me differently. But the whole problem can be you know what I'm saying, and your emotional development to the situation. So I would rather, you know, show them nothing but love, but then tell them on the same side, you know, there can be some dark times, but we're making the choice to get through it.